I've been here for almost 30 years.
No, don't, folks.
I've been around implants and been around surgeries. I've designed implants and built some implants with my own hands, which was really amazing to do. And I never thought that I would need surgery. And when it really hit me, like, this is unbelievable. This is full circle, where someone that actually has made these kind of implants and made the machines that made these implants was actually going to benefit from it, and that was me. I'm Joe Yaccarino. I'm the CEO of MTF Biologics. I started here as an engineer, one of the first engineers MTF ever had, and got involved in spine and spine implants. I love what I do. I love the team that we have. I love the culture that we have. Our mission is to save and heal lives, and we do that every day. I'm a pretty active person. I like to work out and exercise. I also like to sing and dance and jump around with the band. And I started feeling strange. I started feeling some numbness in my hands. I'm a piano player, so that's kind of important. And I started feeling some actually tingling in my extremities. Then it got a little bit worse, and I started having balance issues. I went to the doctor. They gave me the whole workup. There was something seriously wrong. It was spinal stenosis. So I got an MRI, and I saw that I had arthritis in my neck and my cervical spine. I went through the whole PT, physical therapy, trying to work out my injury as they send you to, and it didn't help, unfortunately. It just, nothing helped. I finally met another surgeon, and he said, it really isn't going to help because you have spinal stenosis. You really need an operation, Joe. So when I spoke to my surgeon and I understood what the operation was going to be, I said, of course you're going to use the best tissue in the world, which is MTF tissue. And he said, of course we will use MTF tissue. So I made sure that happened. I could have gotten a fusion, or I could have gotten open door laminoplasty, ODL. What it does is opens up your vertebral space and allows more room for your spinal cord to live in and to be happy in. So we talked about it. We talked about the pluses and minuses, and I had the operation. After the surgery, I was laying in the bed with, obviously I had everything hooked up to me, but I didn't feel the sensations that I had. So immediately my spinal cord again had more room, and that numbness and that tingling was really gone, and I was blown away. And as an inventor of one of the spinal grafts, the PLIF graft, I never realized that some of my work would actually wind up in my body. And it really is a crazy and amazing thought. I'm very proud to tell my story. As often as I can, I show them the back of my neck and I say, look what I got. MTF has what's called Linking Lives, and it's an opportunity to write a letter back to the family and thanking them and showing the gratitude that you can for that graft. And never once did I think that I would be one of those people that wrote a letter back. Writing that letter was difficult. I wanted to ensure that, look, I'm the CEO of the company, and I didn't want it to come across as I'm anybody special. Words are not nearly enough. And how do you get that feeling of how grateful you are and how honored you are to receive that gift and be in a position to receive that gift? So I wrote the letter seven or more times. Over 2.5 million people every year are impacted by the gift of donation. When I think about how this has changed my life, obviously it's changed me physically, but it's also giving me even more focus to be the best leader that I could be, the best employee that I could be, the best team player that I can be, and really impart that on others, to talk about how this changes lives, and it's changed mine. Now I could speak from experience what our work does for people, and I'm very proud to do that.